Hi everyone, thanks for checking out this week's edition of the Startup Rundown. I've got 4 awesome events to share with you here today. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kevin Dahl and I've been living and working in and around Calgary's innovation community for the last 15 plus years. I'm currently an advisor with Platform Calgary and I'm also the co-founder of a startup called Everywork, an on-demand platform that allows people and businesses to book spaces in co-working spaces around them. Every weekend, I scour the internet looking for cool events that are happening here in Calgary. And my goal is to, in 5 minutes or less, give you a rundown of those events that are coming up here for the week. There's a ton of things happening, so I'm really excited to share these 4 events with you here this week. Let's dive in. So first up is Customer 101 put on by Startup Calgary. I know I've highlighted this event before as it is a monthly recurring event, but I thought it's great to give it another shout out because any startup that is just starting to grow and talk to customers should really be checking out this program. Customer 101 is all about helping you understand your customer better. So I know we've talked about this on a couple of my shows previously, but we're really using tools that are part of the Lean workshop or sort of the Lean methodology, tools like the value proposition canvas for young entrepreneurs to kind of organize themselves and organize the data that they're collecting about their customer as they're building their business. So for anybody who's just getting going, this is a fantastic opportunity to learn a little bit about the tool and some techniques that you can use to help you maximize the value that you're creating for your customers. That one's coming up on Monday evening. Next up on Tuesday, we have Emissions Reduction Alberta with their Spark Speaker Series. So this is their Lessons Learned workshop. For those of you who aren't familiar with ERA, they're an organization that provides, they do a lot of things. One of the things they do is they provide funding to entrepreneurs who are trying to reduce emissions. And this specific topic is around food, fiber, and bio industries. And it's all about lessons learned from the companies who have successfully completed their funding and their commitments through the ERA funding that they received. So I know they have a keynote, Robert Syke from ERA. So he was part of our Alberta Yield program a few weeks back. He's a fantastic speaker, very knowledgeable, and he's really going to be talking about not just the lessons learned, but he's also going to be announcing the winners of the latest Food, Farming, and Forestry Challenge. So this is a great event for anybody doing anything in the ag, agri-food, and clean tech space. That's on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we have Peer Guidance with their Telling It Like It Is live stream. So I know I've highlighted the work that Jade is doing here, where he's been interviewing up-and-coming and established entrepreneurs from across the province. He's done a great job of just highlighting and kind of showing off some of the best and brightest that we have here in our community. So it's definitely great to check that out. And this week he has a company called Elev. So Elev is a platform that helps students find places to live while they're going to school. So it's really cool. The founder, Kevin Mpunga, started while he was going to the University of Alberta and was really trying to figure out how he could navigate the housing situation that he was in. So it'll be really cool to hear that story. I love when entrepreneurs get their idea for their startup from a problem that they've experienced in real life. So this will be a great one to check out. And the last event that I wanted to highlight is the Techstars Startup Weekend Women in Tech Canada Online. Whew, that's a mouthful. This event is coming up starting on Friday and it runs over the weekend. So if you remember a few weeks back, I talked about the Techstars Startup Weekend that was happening here in Calgary. Well, this one is specific to women in tech and it's actually across Canada. So they have some amazing mentors, amazing facilitators. They've got some alumni who have been through Startup Weekends before who are going to be here. But Startup Weekend is basically, as they say, 54 hours. You go from idea through to actually creating a startup, or at least building something that you can test, building some MVPs and talking to customers. So they really talk about some of the different tools you can use to come together. And this is a great event for people who are interested in startups who maybe don't have a technical background but have that business background. So in the links that I'll share in my post, you can see the full schedule here. but there's some really amazing people that they've brought together to create this event. Definitely worth checking out if you are looking to get connected to what's happening in the women in tech space in Canada. And that's it for this week. So as always, I know that there are probably tons of events that I've missed. If you're aware of one, please drop the details in the comments and we'll make sure to promote it to the community. That wraps things up for this week. Thanks again for watching. My name's Kevin Dahl, and that was your Startup Rundown.